thankfully an actual fun car to drive for the weekly Forzathon. Spring is here, it's the final week of Series 12. Remember, Chapter 1, then Chapter 2, then Chapter 3, then Chapter 4. That is huge because if you don't do these in order, you're not going to get your progress, and I don't think anybody wants to waste their time. First thing you have to do, though, is get into the Porsche 959. I did make a tune for it. It's titled Forzathon. Just search for creator Stevio2175. Once you're in the car, just leave the garage, leave the festival, go drive forward a little bit, and Chapter 1 will be complete. Chapter 2 is to win 3 dirt trail events. My favorite dirt trail event is the White Horse Hill, and this tune that I made for the Porsche 959 is basically just focused on road racing, because 70% of this trail race, quote-unquote, is actual road racing. So there's no reason for me to really tune for the dirt when a majority of the time that we're going to be racing for this Forzathon anyways is on the road. Now, the one thing I will say, this thing rips by Drivatars. This is unbeatable difficulty that you're watching. This thing just is so fast. Now, the thing that you have to keep in mind though is when you get to the dirt section, you just need to have throttle control. It's all-wheel drive. This is an all-wheel drive retro supercar bone stock, so I did not do any swaps just like usual. It's the stock motor, and it's really nice that the stock motor just rips on Drivatars. Now, for the rest of the racing, don't think that this car is a hypercar because the handling is good, but don't push it like it's the McLaren Senna because it's just not on that level. And that's basically all you really need to know for this Chapter 2 of the weekly Forzathon. I'm just going to kind of let the rest of this gameplay go so you can watch the race and see what the race is all about, see what the car can do. If you want to skip ahead to the next chapter though, I will have timestamps in a comment on this video, so just look for that. And I'll talk to you guys here once we get to the second, or I should say third chapter of the Forzathon. Easy victory on Unbeatable, but again, if you're new to the game, if you're not that great at driving yet, you can use new racer difficulty, it doesn't matter. That's not going to affect your progress or your ability to complete this Forzathon challenge. Now, Chapter 3 is to win 2 street scene events. So my favorite is the Derwent Valley Dash. This race, it's just a lot of fun, and these are the 2 races where I focused on tuning this Porsche 959. The handling on this car is great, especially at just mid speeds, like kind of normal speeds, like 100 to 150. Once you get up towards 200, it's just not quite like a hypercar, but it's not going to be. It's a retro supercar. So you have to win 2 of these street scene events. It's pretty straightforward. Again, you can use any difficulty that you want, and you just have to win. You can do the same race twice, just like you can do the first race 3 times that we did for the dirt trail. And that's practically all you need to know. So again, if you want to fast forward a little bit in the video, I'll have the timestamps, and Chapter 4 we will be covering. This tune really impressed me as well because that was testing in winter. We're going to be driving in spring, obviously, for this Forzathon, so the car should be even a little bit grippier than it already seemed to be in winter. Now, the final challenge, like I said, Chapter 4, we have to get 10 ultimate near-miss skills. Now, the highway, certainly the best. The two keys are you need to be close enough to the cars that you're passing, the oncoming traffic. You have to be going against oncoming traffic practically for this, and you need to be going fast enough as well. You need to get 10 ultimate near-miss skills. It took me about a minute here to get the 10. And that's basically all you gotta do. You can really do these anywhere that you want to, but the highway's the best. You're probably gonna find the most traffic. Just make sure you're going against the oncoming traffic. Make sure you're going fast enough, and make sure you get as close to them as you can without actually hitting into them. That is pretty much it for this weekly Forzathon, the Spring Forzathon Group B. I really appreciate everyone that watched the video. If you found it to be helpful or useful, pew 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 that like button for me. I'm out, guys. Peace.